Hi everyone, this is Marisa with Sweet Pea Curiosities, and I finished another junk journal. I'm kind of on a roll trying to get some of these done. So this one, I'm just going to do a flip through here. I really didn't have any kind of rhyme or reason or theme or anything like that. I had some of my digitals and I wanted kind of browns and pinks and that sort of thing. So that's what I did. It's very chunky. I tend to do big chunky journals. I can't stop myself. I just start adding and adding and adding. So this one here, the cover, I did again on the previous one on my Halloween junk journal. I did the same thing and I had such fun doing it. I thought I would do it here again. So what I did on the front is that I grabbed a picture that I liked and I put it on the cover. And then what I did, I stenciled again using, let me grab what I use here. I use a Liquitex acrylic mediums. It's super heavy gesso is what I use. And I take stencils and I stencil it on and it gives this raised effect. Now this is in white. And what I found last time when I did this, it was really hard to get into the grooves to paint into it without getting into the brown area. So what I did, I took some of this out, put it in a little dish, and I used, Tim Holtz, boy, I should have had this stuff out for you. I used the distressed ink that comes in the little jars here, and I squeezed it inside, mixed it together, and it kind of gave a cream color effect, which was real pretty. And you can kind of still see some of that cream effect in there. So it's not as white in contrast, so I didn't have to go in and really get into the edges. And then, so when I do this also, I do it first on a piece of cardstock, and I had some brown cardstock that I used, and I do that, and then once I'm done, then I place it on my cover. Because I already have all my signatures sewn in, I don't want to do it directly onto the book itself, because if it doesn't turn out, then I've got a real mess trying to take it off, and I don't want it on everything else. Sorry about that, my husband came in. So anyways, so then once I'm done, I attach it to the book itself once I like what I've done, if that makes sense. So then what I did, I went in and I have some watercolor paints that are kind of iridescent, and I went in and I toned it with some pinks and some kind of bronzy browns in here. And I just think it is just a really neat effect. And it really is very simple. I mean, if you know how to stencil and you get some of this and you just, you put it on with your little spatula and then you lift it up, dry it real good. I let this dry overnight, so it was very dry before I actually put it on. It's just a really neat effect. But anyways, and then what I did, I just had some pretty material. Now this material was white. It was from a wedding dress that I had. It was real white. I coffee dyed and also avocado dyed it, kind of combined when I did it. So it has some browns. It has kind of the pink sheen to it, so it's not as white. And then I just attached it. Now I just left it just kind of loose around the edges. I just kind of liked that, a little grungy. And then of course, I just made a little tassel here to put on the spine here. So, all right, so let's get into this. This has 3 signatures. And like I said, it's pretty chunky. So I used some of my digitals, and I'll put those down below so you can view those if you like. And so I made a little pocket here. Got a little photo tag that I did here. This is I used a lot of my ephemera that I've had sitting in a box that I've done a long time ago. And this is one from some of my receipts that I had. So I've just kind of added those into there, just little writing papers that I have. So I'll tie that afterwards. And then this is just so pretty. So, and then the doilies, I can't remember who showed this. It was on a Facebook group. Can't remember who she was. In fact, I even subscribed to her channel, and I'll have to put her channel down below. But she came up with the brilliant idea of actually printing on doilies. Now, I haven't mastered it. I would show how to do it on here, but I mean, she just does it so easy. But you can see some black here, so I didn't have that down all the way. But basically what you do, you go around the edges with just a little bit of your stick glue. You put it on with your finger very lightly. You attach it down to a page and you put it into your printer. So, but I will put her name down below so you can watch her video. But it's really fun effect, you know, instead of just having white or coffee or tea dyed or avocado dyed doilies, you can actually print on them and get a real pretty design. So I love that idea. She also did it on the old piano rolls, and I've got some of those in here as well, where you same idea and then you print on them, and oh, that one I could do with no problem. But yeah, I'm just not having as much success in getting these quite right, but I still like the effect. So then I've got just a little pocket here and just made a little kind of grungy little journal pad. This is from a magazine about junk journaling, so it has some great, you know, pictures in there of other people's fabulous junk journal ephemera. I just put a little bit of a doily here. This is also from a magazine, so I put that in there, did a belly band, had some pink written paper on here. Tuck that in there. This is actually an old postcard that I have. It's from 1910. I love that. Those 2 little girls. So stuck that in there, a little corner pocket. A little tag here. This is from a magazine, so just made a tag out of it. Puts a little bit of material on top. This here, I just did like a little cluster with a little girl, some material, some doily that I had tea dyed, some stuff here. Put a little saying. This here. These are some of my digitals that I have out there. I just love this little girl. This is some vellum. I just pulled out a bunch of my stuff. I've got so much stuff like we all do. I'm just trying to go through it all. Of course, I keep buying more. You know how that goes. So this here is just one of those photo tags. Now, you guys, so I was cleaning out my linen closets and closets, and I always buy those little satchels, you know, that have the fragrance in it so your clothes smell good. And I'm cleaning them out and I went, oh my gosh, look at all of these really great designs. They make great pockets and your journals smell fabulous. So yeah, I mean, I kind of had the same ones kind of over and over, like this is an English garden. I guess, yeah, I like that smell, so I kept buying that one. That one's more of a C. But yeah, if you guys, you know, if you have those or you see them, a lot of times they're on sale. I mean, I think I get like 3 of them for like 99 cents. So, you know, use them in your linen closet, and when done, grab them because they make great pockets here. Like I said, it just makes it smell good. So this here is some tissue paper that I just put on top of some paper. It's got some words on it. Put this on here to embellish it. This is another one of those printed doilies, and I just used that on this. This here's another old vintage postcard. This is from 1913. Looks like January 4th, Nebraska, with the 1-cent stamp on there. This is a Tim Holtz here. This here is just a little card that I had made with some stamps that I had. This here is an old envelope that I had from how do you say that? Chateau Marmont, I guess. Hollywood, California. I don't know where I got them, but they're printed in there. So what I did, I folded it over the top so I have a pocket on this side and a pocket on that side. And on the other side, I just kind of made a tag here. Guy stamped this side. Okay, and then, oh my gosh, this was addicting. I'm going to do this so much. This here, I don't know if you've seen this yet or not. I know it's on going around on YouTube and Instagram and stuff. But what you do, you find in a magazine a picture that you like. You put tape over the top. Then, once your tape is over the picture, you rub so the image transfers to the tape. Then you go to your sink and you turn it over and you rub off the backing, and it creates a sheer. You can see through, so you can see all these words underneath with the picture, if that makes sense. So fun to do. That's the first time that I've done that. I mean, I just want to start going through all my magazines and just start doing a bunch of these so I have them on hand, because it's such a neat effect and so easy. You just got to make sure that you really rub on that tape before you go in and take off the backing with the water, so it really transfers good. So yeah, that was fun. And then this here, I just kind of made like a little cluster. I did do a pocket here, and I just forgot to, I guess, put something in there. Here, maybe I'll use this one here. There you go. I'll put that one in there. Put some materials sewed around the sides. This one here, I just love this little girl, so I put smiles are always in fashion. It says playing dress up begins at the age of 5 and never truly ends. This is just something that I put on there. So I thought that was cute with her. Here's just another little pocket, little tag. Some more little pockets. This is the other side of that doily. sure hope I'm in frame here. Okay. So this is some grungy paper that I had, so I stuck that in there. It's kind of a greeny color. This one, Beauty is an Attitude, and I thought that was appropriate with these girls here, and it's an old postcard as well that I have. Use lots of laces. This is one of my digitals here. So this here, I printed one of those doilies. I actually tried, I thought, well, maybe I'll try some wax paper that I had. So when I did it, it was great because it left this here, but it also printed, you know, on the wax paper. So it's kind of like a vellum in a sense. So I stuck that in there. And look how that picture there just comes across over here. It's just neat. Then this here, so that's another one of those tape from a picture, just so I have a little pink here. It says Make a Wish. Thought these girls were cute. That was from a magazine. Put a little saying here. Did a little watercoloring with pink and gold and just kind of let it drip down. Art is chaos taking shape. Isn't that truth? You should see my room after I'm done creating things. It's total chaos. Like stuff everywhere. Then here I just did a little sewn pocket here with some material. A little side pocket. This here was an envelope. I just put it in here, kind of tied it inside where you tie your signature in, put a little material. Get some little pockets. There's another little pocket there. Also, I put a pocket on the side with a little tag. Oh, I forgot. There's actually a pocket there. And see, I forgot to put some stuff in there. I don't know if I have anything just handy that I could just put right in there. There we go. We'll put her in there. And this is just the other side. So this is that piano roll paper that I printed on. So I just kind of attached it in here with some lace and material just to do a little flip. But yeah, super neat. Here's another one of those pieces of tape with a bird that I found. So it shows the words underneath it. It's just a really neat, fun idea. Here's the other part of that wax paper. You can really see it here. The thing about wax paper, when I did this, it rubs off, at least with mine. I don't have a, what is it? I've got a, what is the one? I don't have a laser printer, so I have an ink printer. So when you take this off, you'll end up with ink all over you. But if you just let it dry, it does stay on there. But it takes a little bit. A little pocket here. Little tag. Just some old material I had. Little pocket. This one here, I kind of just sewed, just threw a bunch of little things in there. A little tea bag, little girl. Another little tag. Another one of those tapes. This is one of my digitals here. This here is an old postcard that I had, my little pocket. These little things here, oh, I can't remember what they're called. They're like for little name cards for, you know, at your table. but they make great little slide on. So I just kind of did a little flower on there as a, like almost like a cluster. Another little, oops, little tag. This here is actually wrapping paper, and I just thought it was pretty, so I put that on the back of the page here that I had printed, because, you know, so if I don't double side print them, then the other side's white, so I try to cover them with things. So I had this pretty wrapping paper that I put on. It's a little shiny, but it's kind of fun. Put a little saying here. This here is actually old wallpaper as well. And I had coffee or tea dyed it, I can't remember. So it gave it this real pretty brown color, but it's got a neat texture to it. There's the back of it. A little card here. This here is an actual old, I don't know, it's Misfit Parlors, Boston. I don't know what year it's from. It's an old card. Here's another one of those doilies that I printed on, and I just cut it in half to put onto the page. Isn't that pretty though? I could just get it to stay down so I don't get the black in it, but it's real pretty. This here was a bag that I had, and I liked it because it was kind of, you know, just kind of neat. I was trying to figure out what do I do with it, so I made a little flip here for it. Attached it to this card that I did. Added some things sewed around it. This is actually, you know, can open up. It's got a little card inside here that I have, just so I could use it. I couldn't figure out kind of what else to do, but that's what I came up with. This is just a little flip here. The fleur-de-lis. Here's also some more vintage wallpaper that I have. I just kind of cut it out to kind of get a design here. On the other side, I put that on there. Put this gal here. I love her. So this here is just some little doilies that I attached to the part that you know that you attach your book to. Probably should have cut those down, but that's okay. Here's the other side of that wallpaper. Instead, I just kind of made a little pocket here, a little side pocket. A little belly band here. Some paper and a journal card. The little jar, photos in it. Oops. Here's one of the pocket tags. I think I have these in my shop. I think they're the shabby chic pocket tags. Comes with a whole set of them, but I just attached that. I'm really trying to kind of get rid of some of my stuff, or not get rid of it, just add it to my stuff. Some more cards, a little postcard. This here is an envelope that I have. The envelope that I have actually has this, let me put this on, printed inside, which I thought was neat. It's got stamps, letters, an old pen. So I put a little postcard in there. And then I put this sticker, it's the kind you rub on, put that over the top. There's some more of that, the other side of that wallpaper. Here's that wrapping paper. It's a little pocket, little folio, the ephemera in it. I just think that's so pretty. Here's a little envelope, a little feminine sign. It's from Tim Holtz. It's black and white. A little pocket envelope. Here's the other side of that face. So the face, my tape is only this big. The face was double the size, so I put the tape here and then I put the other tape on the other side, and so I had two sides of her face. Love that. Isn't that pretty? And here I just wrapped over the top. So there's that, you guys. Nice, big, chunky junk journal. I don't know what to call it. But anyways, thank you so much. And I'll put down below all the kits. I'll try to remember the gal that does the printing of the doilies. I'll put her name down there so you can watch her video because it's super fun. And maybe you'll master it more than I. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the flip through. Thank you so much. And you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.